Hello everyone, welcome to Downtown Tailoring. In today's video, we are going to shorten the sleeve on a dress jacket from the top. This is a very particular job, and if you are a beginner sewing, you will have a very good idea on what to take in count to do that kind of job. And if you are a little bit more experienced, you will get all the tools you need to do it yourself. So let's go! This is a women's jacket. They are a little bit less difficult than men. I have to take in as well, but I won't show you this part as our interest today is to shorten the sleeve from the top part. I'm gonna start by marking the important point. I start with the top part of the sleeve that will match with the shoulder seam, and then I will keep going, and each time that there is a seam, I will put a mark. And then inside of a sleeve, I will put as well a mark just to color code. In one sleeve, I use one color. At the other sleeve, I use the other. You really don't need to do that because you should recognize which sleeve is which, but I feel more comfortable when I do it. And the blue one is more correct than the purple because it won't be on the way while I'm working on it. I just did it both ways so you can see the difference. I'll start by opening my jacket to do the alteration on the back of the jacket. I will mark all my pins and I will remove my sleeves too. I'm trying to be very careful and very delicate because this jacket is really the material is very delicate, so you don't want to damage the material. I'm using my pen to mark the sleeve head where it is. This one is in particular a little bit different, and this pen won't erase until a few days, maybe 2 or 3 days, so I'll be okay until I'll finish this job. After I remove all my sleeve and everything, now I'm gonna go and work on my jacket and then I'll come back. So I finished the work on the back of my jacket and now I'm going to work on my sleeves. The first step I have to do is to see where is my front seam, and I will open the front seam on the sleeve jacket and on the lining too. Again, this material is so delicate that I'm going little by little until I have the seam open enough so the rest of the sleeve can rest open, totally open on the table. I'll do that with the lining too, and I will go and do the same to my other sleeve. Now I'm marking the lowest point of my sleeve because this point is very crucial for later. And then I will open my sleeve, and now I will mark the finished hem to see how much I need to shorten. You see, it's almost 1 inch and 1/4. It's like a 1/32. I don't know if that's less, like almost the 1 inch and 1/4, but a little bit less. And I will place in my sleeve completely open, and I will check again. Yes, I do this job very nervous. And I will check in my highest point. I will mark this 1 inch and 1/4, and then I will mark a little bit up for the seam allowance, like around 1/2 inch. And then in my lowest point, I will mark again my 1 inch and 1/4. These are my two crucial points, the upper and the lower point, because that will give me the new length. With these 2 points marked, what I'm gonna do, I will put one sleeve against the other. I'm making sure now that it's not ease. Like I release all the ease for the sleeve, and then I'm putting my sleeve again other, and then I am drawing a new pattern from the other pattern from the sleeve. As you can see, I'm taking count that my lowest point goes there and then my highest point on the top, and then after that I will mark my pattern and I will mark all the notches that I needed, and then after that I will mark my seam allowance, and as you can see, it's forming my new sleeve top. And as you can see, because sometimes people think, oh, it's 1 1/4, let me go 1 1/4 all the way. No, that doesn't work. You have to mark the original at 1 1/4 from the top. That's what you have to do. And as you can see, the size is almost the same. Just the height is different. That's very, very important. And this is why a lot of people fail doing that job. Now you know the trick. Now I'm putting my two sleeves together and I'm making sure to pin it really, really well so one sleeve doesn't move from the other. And now I am making sure that when I sew this one back, they are really matching. One is a little bit higher than the other, so I'm just going in between the 2 points and I have my new points in the edge, and I will redraw just that little part again, and I will go to the other side and we'll redraw the other part. Now is the time to contemplate if everything is okay and just meditate for 1 minute before cutting it. Yes, I'm cutting my sleeves and everything should be okay from now. Well, finger crossed. And then I will take the seam allowance. I measure once more, but it's already done. And now I'm gonna cut my lining, and for that I will take my seam allowance and I will mark this extra from the top. I found this way the easiest because it's not so perfect when you do it like this, but otherwise you will have to put all the 4 sleeves together and probably it's a little bit too much, and because this is the lining, I found that this is better. I mark what I have to cut out. I will cut it out from my lining and I will remove the pin, and now I'm ready to go to the sewing machine and I will sew back the sleeves. I will sew back as well the lining, but I will leave kind of a seam, like a half of the seam open in the center. This is very important because this seam is the last seam that you close after you finish your job. Then I will go and do the same to my other sleeve, and now I will prepare my machine by setting the length of the stitch to the maximum and reducing a little bit the tension. And then I will go and sew the top of the sleeves so I can work on easing them. You see, that's the word that I was looking for the other day. I knew for the sleeve, but in my mind, in English, easing was meaning like a shaping or something like that. I don't know. Well, now that I stitch all the tops of the sleeves, 4 pieces, I am going to pull a little bit the thread at the bottom to ease the material so the sleeve can take the shape we need. I'm doing that little by little, and as I said before, with women it's a little bit easier. You have to ease less than men's jacket. That's why I decided to do this job with the women, and another day we are going to do that with men's jacket. I'll take my jacket and I will sew back the sleeve to it. I'll reserve my sleeve heads for later and I will pin my sleeve to my jacket. Remember that I color code and I have all my mark of my important points. I just have to make sure to be sewing comfortable. Then I will start by pinning all the important points, the bottom part, the top part of the sleeve with the shoulder ease, and then from there I'll go to the rest of the points and I'm just easing the sleeves and making sure that everything will go in place. And when I have all my pins, I can sew. And anyways, while you are sewing the sleeve, you have to make sure that you won't pleat the material. Here you go. You see how it looks? It looks fantastic. I have an iron and it already have the shape. Now I will take the head of the sleeve and I will sew it to the sleeve. I did the mark before from where to where should come, and I will just sew it in the same place it should be. For that, I'm using a long stitch and a little bit loose because I don't want to tie that too much. Then I look again to see if the sleeve looks good. That's very important. Don't go ahead without confirming that your work is more or less good. The next step is the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads are as well very delicate. It's not just to put it there and that's it. You have to be sure that the shoulder pads take the shape of the shoulders. You have to make sure that when you are going to sew that you are placing them in the right way, in the right curve, and not in the opposite curve. And then I sew the shoulder pads by hand, and I go all the way in the sides. You could sew it by machine too, but for some reason I feel more comfortable sewing it by hand. After I sew my shoulder pads, then I take my last look and I see that everything looks really good. Yes, this is a crucial point, because if you see some mistake, you should go back and open and redo it. And if you don't see it and see it after you finish, it will be worst. But that's the part that is really tricky and important when you are working with the sleeves. So because I see that everything was okay, now I'm fixing my lining so it's in the right position with the sleeve and with the body. And then I will prepare myself to sew the sleeves to the lining. This is a little bit tricky too. Of course, it's easier, but it's a little bit tricky because it's so easy to twist the lining. It's just, it's really almost like if you don't really look twice, you will twist it. So I'm placing my pins in all the important points again, and I will ease as well the lining. And when I have all my pins in place, I will sew it. This is the part of the job where you feel really satisfied because you said, oh my gosh, I did it. After the lining is sewn, then I will just check again that everything is in the right place. And if everything is in the right place and looks good, then I will proceed to do my tacking. You see these pieces, these little pieces of lining hold together everything in place. They are a little bit long, like a 1 inch long, to allow the movement of the lining, but still it holds the lining in place. The jacket brought one on the shoulder, but I think it should have a second one on the sides, like in the bottom sides. So I will just look for the old lining that I cut from the sleeve, and then I will cut a piece, and then I will sew it to my jacket. And remember, I'm leaving a little bit more of the movement so it will be more comfortable. Then when I finish that sleeve, I'll go to the other sleeve and do exactly the same. And here you go, guys. These are the results. This is the jacket. Now it looks exactly the same, but now it has better fit for my customer and the sleeves are a little shorter. So guys, if you find this video useful, please give us a like. If you are not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell below so you don't miss the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.